Jacob Collier is one of the masters of changing key, modulation essentially. So we're going to be looking at Bridge Over Troubled Water and taking away one of the super efficient, easy and effective ways that Jacob was able to move from the key of F to the key of E flat. So his verse started in the key of F, F major, and he transitioned to the key of E flat major for John Legend's verse. But it's the way that he did it which was just beautiful that I want to show you guys. So we're in the key of F to start with. Now after Jacob sung his verse, there's a beautiful passage of music that I want to show you. So I'll just go back to the tail end of the verse of Bridge Over Troubled Water. We'll go, so like a bridge over troubled water, right here. I will lay me, check it out. This is what Jacob was playing. Check it out. Which took us to the key of E flat, just like that. And the essential chord in that passage of music was this sus chord. Yeah, so I'll play it for you a little bit. So in the key of F, so it was from chord 2. So I will lay me, and then this is this passage. So we play these chords. So Jacob was playing an F chord. Then a first inversion of B flat, excuse me, but with a D on the bass. First inversion, second inversion of F, going down to A minor to B flat. So altogether that was dun, 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 dun. And this is just building us into the modulation that's coming up. Then he goes back to F. But a first inversion, second inversion of F to this chord, which resolves perfectly to E flat major. Now why does that work and why does it sound so effective? Well, thinking about this context, now we're in the key of F, so as you can already see, that A is a natural, but when we play this chord, which is a sus chord, we're playing then A flat and we're also including an E flat. So these two notes are not in the scale of F. So that already piques your interest. And you'll see that when we go to the key of E flat, which I'll do now, I'll change it on the screen. These three notes, so in that chord, we have A flat as a black note, a B flat and also an E flat. These notes work perfectly. They belong to the key of E flat. So it's a setup. That's what it is. It's setting us up to transition to, but I love how Jacob used the warmth of this sus chord. It's like a hug. It's bringing you into a certain direction, and then he lands with the resolve of B flat major. Yeah, so if I go between the keys one more time, so we had this passage, F major, first inversion of B flat, second inversion of F, A minor, B flat, and this is just our transition. Resolve to take us to. Now, why the B flat though? Because think about the chord progression that Jacob had. It's very interesting. We've got F, and then we've got this first inversion, so a D note. Then we go to the C, and then he's going to B flat major in the initial iteration of that chord progression. So you've got this chord, that chord, that chord, all in the world of F major. Nice. So he knows that that B flat is where he landed the first time. So for the second time, this now isn't chord 4 in the key of F, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this note represents chord 5 in E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has another role. But in music, going from 5 to 1, so if I want to know that I want to go to E flat major, I know that if I play the 5 before it, that's going to be very easy on the ear. It's going to be one of the most powerful musical relationships you're going to get in terms of chords, going from that 5 to the 1. So it's very interesting how Jacob utilized that B flat. As you can see, in different contexts or in different keys, certain notes will have different contexts. So one more time, so with a bit of context, so let me go from like a bridge over troubled water, ending it. I flat, chord 4 in the key of F, and then to take us to feeling small, etc., etc., in the key of E flat. All right, so a sus chord. Let me break down what's happening here. So we'll go to the world of E flat, because that's where we're going to. All right. So to create this sus chord, this warm feeling, which is a setup to take you to ultimately where you're going, which is B flat major. Think about it like this. Go down with the right hand by a tone. So B flat, we've got B flat as an octave. This is my left hand, this is my right hand at the top. Going down a tone. And then you just play a major of that. So you could kind of think about this as being like 4/5. So chord 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in E flat with a 5 on the left hand. You can think about it like a slash chord, 4/5, or A flat / B flat. But ultimately, it's a sus chord. Yeah. A suspended chord. Yeah. Which resolves to our, yeah. So it's imperative that you're able to play sus chords in all the 12 positions on the piano. And one way I would encourage you to do it, have a listen to this. I like to practice it in tones. Check this out. Can you hear that? It's like never ending. And all I'm doing, I'm just going up in tones with my left hand. So I'm starting on B flat, then going to C, up to D, up to E, up to F sharp, A flat, and just continuing. Now granted, to start with, this will only get you the first 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then we'll look at the other 6 because there's 12 in total, 12 combinations. We'll look at that in a moment. So if we think about, we're just using this now as a practice exercise. So let's actually start on C. Let's start at C. So to create our sus chord, and the reason why we're trying to practice this in all the 12 possibilities on the keyboard is that chord 5, if you want to know how to be able to transition to any other key in the keyboard, you don't just want to be limited to going from F to E flat. You want to be, for example, if you're in the key of C, be able to know how to go to the key of F sharp or the key of G, you know, and it would really, really help you to be able to memorize these sus chord positions, because once you know all 12, then it's just a matter of just knowing where that is the 5 representative in terms of what key you're going to. So we'll get to that in a moment. So our sus chord created as such, we've got C as our reference point. So we're going to go down a tone on the right hand and play a major of that, B flat. Then for the D chord, we're just going up a tone. So you could think about it like this. If this is our C sus, if we take our left hand up a tone, the right hand can go up a tone as well. Yeah, now we're kind of missing a step, because if I give you the foundation, it's like this. D, go down a tone, and play a major of that. That would be the way to do it if you're not too comfortable at the moment in terms of just transitioning up a tone based on the shape. Yeah. So to start with, C, that's C sus, this is D sus, then E sus, while we're thinking about E, going down a tone, playing a major of that, so it would be D major. We're going to have F sharp, going down a tone, so E major chord, A flat, going down a tone, on the right hand, so we've got F sharp major on the top, or G flat major, and then to our favourite in the context of Jacob Collier, B flat on the left hand, going down a tone. And we can do the same thing, because as I said, we're just going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6 of the 12 in this. Yeah, but that's a good, like, that's so cool. And you could even add like a bass line to it. Like, I like to work in fifths, so it'd be like root, fifth, root. Same thing for the next one. Yeah. And you can do the same thing now, applying it for the other 6. So at the moment we've done these 6. We're using this whole tone scale, going up by whole tone, so a tone at a time. Now we can do the same thing on these 6. So starting on B, going down a tone on the right hand. So that will be our sus chord for B. Then going up, so D flat or C sharp on the right hand, going down a tone, playing a major of that, so B. Likewise for the E flat or D flat or D sharp. On the right hand we're going down a tone and playing a major of that, so it'd be D flat major. Moving up to F, so going down a tone from there, E flat major. Likewise for the G, going down the tone from there. So F on the right hand, A on the left hand. So on the right hand, it's going to be a G major. Those are our sus options. So once you've got those under your belt, at that point then it's starting to think creatively. Okay, if we're in a particular key, for example C major, what key are we in over there? We're in C, yeah. So if I play a chord progression that is just C, we'll keep it nice and simple. So C, A minor, G, F, nothing more than that. Yep. So say now I want to go up to the key of D. If I think about this idea of incorporating a sus chord in relation to the 5 of D, so this is where it's important to know your major scales. The 5 would be the A, and the sus chord would be... So at some point in that progression, as long as we can get this chord in there, and then resolve to our major, because remember the suspense is just a setup to where we're going to, which is ultimately a chord 5 to take us to D major. That can work. So think about it. We're in the key of C. So we're here. 5. Yeah. So we know that the 5 of D is an A. So at some point we need to get an A sus in there. Okay, let's see what we can do. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. What if we just stayed there and made it a sus? Resolve to the major. Oh! And this is beautiful. Like, this is songwriting right here. Like, right here. Songwriting 101 in terms of modulation anyway. The modulation part of songwriting and creating chord progressions. So, think about this. You can go literally anywhere. Yes, I'm in the key of D now. But I can go... And it's very much about trying to make the transition to whichever key we're going to as seamless as possible. I can just pick B flat at random. So if I play some chords in D, so this is D major. So I'm playing D major, G major, B minor, A major. Now, this is the scale of D major. This is the scale of B flat. So you've got these 2 black notes that are not in the, so in context of B flat, these 2 black notes are not in the context of D major, which has these black notes. So quite a radical step away. But as long as I know where my 5 is of the B flat, and I'm going to be getting this chord, my sus, which resolves, I'm going to do something to get there. I'm going to make it sound somewhat seamless. So let's see what we can do. So this is our foundation in the key of D. Yeah. So I'm going to do something to get down to the F, because I know that the F as a sus chord resolving to F major will take me to my B flat. Okay. So, oh, my apologies. G, yeah. 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 Just like that. So I decided to go down. So I went, first time I played the chord. And then on the second time I went to the G. Because I want to know, because I know I want to get to F. So I just went the first inversion of D. And then I just went, just played it right there. There's a sus. I played it in inversion on the right hand. But root position will be as such. Resolving to B flat. Just like that. Simple as that. Simple as that. One takeaway from Jacob is just amazing. Amazing. So utilize that. The idea of these sus chords in the context of 5 to 1. So whatever destination you want to go to, as long as you get that 5 in there before, you'll be good. And play it as a sus chord. And then resolve it to your major. So let me give you a quick recap of Jacob one more time. When we had and Jacob had some pretty amazing chords. I heard him say in the Grammy, his Grammy acceptance speech, asking for forgiveness from Simon and Garfunkel, so the original composers of the song, for his what did he say? His illegal chord choices, something like that. And there were some pretty radical ones in the song. One of which I'll just give you this a little bit extra. So when you're there's one that he did which was when you're down and feeling small, tears are in your eyes. Oh, it was this. It's like a bridge over troubled water. Check this out. This was radical. So yeah, this. I will lay me down. Get ready. Like a bridge. Jacob, where did you get that from? So do go back and check out. In this context, I'm utilizing the live version. Which can be, it was a live version at the Greek Theatre. So, and that's just that live arrangement. And make sure you definitely check out the original if you haven't done so already from Jacob's Djessie Volume 4 album. There's some pretty radical chords in there. But what I'm utilizing today, we're just showing you how to move effortlessly between keys. So in this context, at the end of the verse, so I will lay me down. We had these chords from Jacob. Kept it nice and simple. Beautiful though. We're moving right here. And then and ease away. So enjoy utilizing these concepts and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye for now.